Hello and welcome back to my Let's Play on Thronebreaker, Witcher Tales. It's been a couple weeks since I played this because I was on holiday, but I remember we got to a new area, which is here. Another rather fucking gigantic area, although it's got a lot of mountains in it which won't have anything in it, so looks like it's a lot more straightforward. What I am going to do right away is just use a bazillion scouts to unlock all the stuff in the world. Because now that I know how that works, I will just use it to get everything unlocked. Until it says there's nothing else to unlock. I'm going to use all my fucking money here, aren't I? Can't be the last one, I think. Oh, there's more. Really? Really? Oh my god, there's even more. What? Oh no, there you go. Alright, cool. Alright, well, let's see. There's also something here. We have ship morale. Let me just refresh my memory on what's going on. We got people to talk to, right? That's all. I'm guessing we're going to get some new cards soon. What does our deck look like right now? Because we lost What's-Her-Face. She was the one who drew a card as well. She played a card from the deck, which is actually quite strong. Our card was pretty decent. Certainly a waste, or not a waste, a shame that we lost her. I believe... I feel like we had something that I wanted to get into the deck, but we couldn't afford to. Yeah, that one. Even after losing her, that's not enough. We have 4 of them, but it only works if a row is on fire, so we needed the bombers. We also had, I believe, another new upgrade for a card, which I wasn't using. I took out these guys, which means I don't get the extra strength anymore at the beginning. Yeah, I think the deck's fine right now. Let's just do, we haven't got any workshop stuff I can do, I'm pretty sure. We got this, which is just movement speed, which I don't give a fuck about. So now we're okay on that. Let's talk to, oh god, literally everyone. Alright, let's start with Isbel.
Isbel?
Apologies. Thoughts consume me sometimes. Is there something you need?
Since we left Edirne, you've seemed unsettled. Is all in order?
I've seen many wars in my time. All ugly, all repulsive. But what the Imperials did at Aldersburg was... it was unforgivable.
Nilfgaard. That's what it does, Isbel. They seek here to repeat the rape of Sintra, the slaughter there.
Yes, I saw that. I was there. And at Sodden.
Then you know of what they're capable.
After Sodden, I took an oath never to take part in another war. Such suffering, such hatred, senseless, all those deaths.
Senseless deaths? Our troops sacrificed their lives in defense of their homeland, loved ones.
I must believe there's a better way. Forgive me, Mom. I must gather my thoughts. Never mind about me, though. I shall perform my duties to my utmost, as ever, as always.
Alright, what do you discuss with my soldiers?
You speak with my soldiers a good deal. Said so yourself. I'd like to know what about.
Corporal Larkin, Ma'am. Do you know him? Captain Oisin, perhaps? Or Lieutenant Tegan?
Of course I know them. Among my best. They've served me loyally for years.
You know them. But did you know that in fleeing Lyria, the corporal left behind a newborn daughter? His wife was in confinement when you gave the order to march. The corporal could not go to see them. And true, the captain has no wife, no child. But he's not seen his brother in 5 years. Never once been granted leave. Your General Odo's orders always taking precedence.
Allow me to guess. You shall now tell me Tegan abandoned his sick mother to follow me.
No, Ma'am. Count Caldwell's men murdered the lieutenant's kin. Retaliation for his joining your rebellion. He learned of this just recently.
Enough. You've made your point. Yet even were I to order them to return, they wouldn't listen. They know they've got nothing to go home to while Nilfgaard occupies our land. Duty calls. I must go.
Of course. Should you need me, I'll be here.
It's interesting that, like, the whole point of that conversation was basically worthless. Like that, it's like, oh, these people, they miss their families and this and that. It's like, yeah, but even if I told them to go home, they wouldn't. So, what's your point exactly? Like, what were you trying to tell me? It just doesn't make any sense. Anyway, apparently everyone's got something to say except for Ike. Interesting. Let's talk to Reynard, my good old Reynard.
Yes, Your
Reynard.
Grace?
How are you and Gascon getting along? They're playing a fucking card game, so not too badly, I suppose.
How go things, Reynard? You and Gascon get along now, I hope.
Well, you might say we've established a certain rapport, Your Grace.
Tell me more, friend.
I don't pry into his affairs, nor he into mine.
I'd prefer it if my commanders worked together more closely.
Your Grace, the man's a brigand.
Oh, Reynard. He was a brigand.
I must disagree, I fear. Yes, he stopped thieving for now, but only because it's convenient, so to speak. Gascon isn't a changed man. He still hasn't an ounce of honor, dignity.
Yet he has a unit of armed men, without which we'd be much worse off. Might not even have survived.
Agreed. The Strays are excellent fighters. I'd be the first to admit it. I only fear they might turn on us. Leap at our throats when we least expect it.
It's time I attended to other matters.
Yeah, whatever. I actually gotta say, I definitely... I don't know if there was... I don't know how exactly the game would have worked if Rayla hadn't left me. Is there a possibility that everyone stays with you? Would perhaps Gascon have left instead of Rayla? Would Reynard have left instead of Rayla? Probably not. I'm guessing Reynard is like a character that doesn't leave, but I don't know. Maybe he can. Maybe he can if he doesn't like my decisions. Either way, I have to wonder if it was between Gascon and Rayla. I'm happy as Gascon stays. His card is worse, but I like his character more. Because Rayla was just kind of like, murder everyone. Reynard is my number one though, just because his card is fucking OP, and the character is alright too, but his card is OP as heck, so I'd never want him to leave. I don't really want Gascon to leave, but mostly because of his character. Ake's really useful for the events that happen sometimes in the map, and so is Isabel, so I don't want them to leave either. And then these are just minor characters this guy I've only just met. But anyway, let's talk to Gascon.
Hey ho, how's my favourite queen in the north?
How are you getting along with Reynard? Same
You
question.
and Reynard, do you get along?
Like a cat and a hound. Get it? 'Cause they call me...
Yes, your jests are easily understood. Far more difficult to enjoy.
That's probably true, in your royal high and mightiness's case.
Will you answer my question?
We get along because we must. Though it'd be far easier if he pulled the lance from his arse.
Haven't heard a truer word in a long while.
What was that?
Nothing.
Alright.
It's time I attended to other matters. Farewell.
Seems like Gascon is definitely the more easygoing. Well, I mean, obviously he is, but like the more... He's alright with Reynard. It's just Reynard has a real trouble with him. Anyway, let's talk to him first, because we know Xavier already.
Yes, milady?
Why did you stay with us?
You choose not to follow your king, Xavier. Why?
To fight in the field, with you. This was my wish, my lady.
But what of your home? Rosberg must be rebuilt. Engineers are needed.
I've no kin in Rosberg. No soul left for me there. All I've left is revenge.
I understand. Other matters await my attention.
As you wish, my lady.
Alright, I like how some of these conversations don't take half an hour.
Your Grace, I need to speak with your quartermaster. Excuse my Elvish, but I can't drink that goat's piss he serves in the mess.
Reynard's doing, no doubt. He doesn't like the men to drink too much.
To be blunt, ma'am, what Reynard himself needs is to get good and bloated for once in his stiff life. So, I've a proposal for you. A shipment of the best dwarven mead and lager. I can arrange for you to arrive. Trust me, the men's morale's nae like to be a problem when they pour a bit of fire in their guts.
Sure, why not?
Good point. Very well.
I wonder if I just pay $200 for a slight increase in morale. Probably not worth it, but eh.
Oh, you've my thanks, dear Queen. A few more days of that and I'd have been lapping up puddle water.
I trust you'll arrange the details.
Of course, no worries. You dinna ken how happy a dwarf you've made me. Ah, right. And the men too, of course.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I just paid $200 for morale, but nah, whatever. Tell me more about the Zigrin clan.
You're a Zigrin, are you not? I know the name. One of your clan slew the dragon Okvist.
Aye. You're thinking of Yarpen. Cousin of my cousin. Left Mahakam when I was but a wee snot. Decent enough dwarf, but never could conform to our basic tenets and laws. Though, admittedly, we've so damn many it's hard to keep them from leaking out your ears.
Is it that bad?
I'll put it this way. Among human folk, you cannae steal, brawl, murder. All the basics. In Mahakam, we've got laws about how to braid our beards. But I'm no one to complain. The Zilgrins are well-to-do, one of the richer clans. Got more than enough goods to suit our needs. Though, we've got some bads as well.
What do you mean?
Bah! Nae worth your time. I didn't mean to bother you. Sides, best to jabber of such things over a cold pint. Or keg?
What about the Elder in Chief?
Your elder. I'd like to know more. Do tell me about him, please.
One tough horseman, Breuver. Stubborn as an old goat, as you'll soon see for yourself. All in all, though, he's nae as scary as some say. Been keeping the clans in check for some 2 centuries now. Which is nae a small feat, I might add, no.
No conflicts between them all this time. Are you certain?
I can't tell if you're jesting. At each other's throats each day they are. Breckenrigs despise the Chives. Dalbergs would scratch out the Hoog's eyes given half the chance. As for us, we hate them arse-licking fuchses.
The Fuchses. Fuck him!
But Breuver's got his ways, keeps each yen in line. If not for him, Mahakam would have fallen to bits ages past.
What do you mean?
Why?
Round 150 years ago, when the elves were fighting that hopeless war against your folk, the Elder-in-Chief ordered the pass to Mahakam sealed tight. If it weren't for that, we'd have ended up like the pointy ears. As it was, we waited for the shite storm to abate. Didn't open the pass and stretch your legs again till it were safe.
Yes, I remember. The manufacturers in Rivia have yet to recover.
With all due respect, Your Grace, your workshops forge utter crap. It's nae our fault that human folk prefer dwarven goods. Basic market principles, that's all it is.
I feel enlightened, Gabor. Thank you. We shall return to this conversation later.
No skin off my back. Be seeing each other, Your Grace.
Alright. Time to get back on the road. What do you say? I say yes. You have no say because I am playing the game and not you. I'm sorry about that. Alright, there's one piece of gear up here. And possibly some question marks that are currently hidden from view.
A hearty Mahakam welcome to you.
What an honour! Even the arbalists salute us with cocked quarrels.
Oh, that, well. An ounce of prevention saves a slag heap of trouble.
Oh shit, yeah, some dudes up there. This looks like a cool area. I like this one so far. Only been here for about 6 seconds, but...
None too shabby as views go, eh?
Were it not for the howling wind, I'd make a sketch.
Alright, tell me. Tell me more, tell me more. There's a exclamation mark there. A battle. Anything else we find out? Literally nothing. Alright, there's how many things here? 3. 2 loots and a thingamabob. Some stuff. Some dudes. 17, wow. And some stuff. Great! Wait, what's this then? What's this then, literally nothing. I'm guessing a workshop thing we unlocked. No. Why the fuck did you tell me about something, eh? What's this all about? Ooh, and a fast travel point. Fantastic. Alright. On to main mission land. Let's see what happens here. Oh, what's going on there? Oh, there's a guy getting murdered by some dudes.
Meve rode slowly, her surroundings interesting to her, her ears keen to take in the cacophony of sounds. The sharp whistle of wind rushing past towering peaks, the squeak of wagon wheels rolling over frozen snow, and the roar of beasts.
What the... I dare not venture a guess.
Gabor scratched his chin.
An ice troll. Or one of them Barbigazar bejabbers.
These beasts, are they tame? As the dragon?
Not in your life. Fierce horsens, every last one of them. Spring cleaning year past, one near bit my arm clear off.
The Queen's brow rose in a silent inquiry.
All right. You don't quite ken the context. Each spring, with the melting of the snows, a good bit of that filth comes out the ground. That's when BROUVER HOOG summons all dwarves for spring cleaning. We cut down as much of the filth as we can, and that means relative calm the rest of the year.
Out of the corner of her eye, Meve noted a dark shape darting between rock formations. Calmly, she drew her sword and brandished it a time or two to warm up her stiff arms.
Seems it is our lot to assist you with this cleaning. Lyrians, arms at the ready. Prepare to fight.
This would be a good place for Ike to come in. Also, I totally forgot, did we get that guy, the dwarf, as a card? And if so, did I put him in the deck? I honestly don't recall. Like I said, it has been a few weeks. For a great many years, Mahakam was closed off to the outside world. When the elven kings began their last desperate push to drive men from the lowlands, dwarves slammed shut the passage to their mountainous realm. For centuries they waited. Only when the slaughter in the valleys below subsided did they once again open their gates. The dwarves refer to this day as the Great Air and Out. Do not let BROUVER die, eliminate the Shalmare, and hint in one fell swoop. In one fell swoop, you say? In one fell swoop, you say? Well, I'll be... Alright. I can choose cards, though. Alright, so here's BROUVER. Spawn 2 Mahakam Protectors and move an enemy from the melee to the ranged row. It's got 20 HP. Every 3 turns on turn start, randomly damage enemies by a portion of Shalmare's current armor, then move to the other row. If on the melee row, damage the highest enemy by this unit's current armor. If on the ranged row, damage the lowest enemy by this unit's current armor. Okay. Okay. No ability for that fucking thing. Fucking thing. Alright. This thing is probably useless here, by the way, but there's not much I can do about it. Okay, there, we did put him in. Spawn and play Gabor left hook. Oh, right, yeah, I remember. Damage a unit by 10 if it was destroyed. Deal any remaining damage to another unit. Deploy, play 1 trinkets from your deck, even. Left hook, bottomless pockets. I can choose, right? Yeah, okay, so we want 10 damage straight up. So he's 10, there's 10 damage right there. The decoy is another 10 damage. This thing is 15 damage. I think we're good. A couple of Lyria and Arbalests. Probably not this one. The Blacksmith would allow me to play Becker's Dark Mirror again. Yeah, that's pretty good. Don't need Raynor Odo here, funny enough. Don't want Knickers. That allows me to do an extra 5 damage to Trinket. Yeah, I can get Decoy again? Sure, why not? I don't think I need the Lyrian Horn. No, that's pointless. That's pointless. Alright, another Arbalest, why not? Alright, we are gonna...
Stop standing around like corns on a toe! Get to work!
Okay. So you want to fucking this thing immediately. And this, I'm checking to make sure this thing is on 20, this thing is on 10, so it definitely works. Now he's stronger though, so it doesn't. I won't want to do that again. Oh, I feel like the game has gotten an update since I last played, because this looks different than before. I can do another 4 damage to it right now, which means that oh, hold on, in one fell swoop though. Does something happen if he... No, there's no way, right? Well, let's just kill him next turn then, right? Because we can just use... where's my dwarf at?
Alright, that's no problem. Alright, you got some splaining to do.
That was it? Fuck me. Oh my god, I can't believe that. I had so much damage in my hand as well. It was ridiculous. Alright.
As the wails of speared Shaelmars died down, the crowd of Mahakam and infantry parted. A dwarf stepped forth, grey as a snowfox, wrinkled as a prune. He walked with difficulty, supporting himself on a battle-axe, its two heads dripping blood.
This would be our Elder-in-Chief, BROUVER HOOG.
And who might your guests be, Gabor?
Meve, Queen of Lyria and Rivia, and her associates in court.
My regards, Elder. I come...
You come for something. Coin's my first wager. Fighting bodies my second. Well, what is it you want? I'm on in the years, aye, but I'm not gone dotty. Tja, you menfolk. You got to fall on hard times to remember us dwarves.
I've come with a design in mind, I cannot deny. But hear me out and you shall see.
She's armed! Gabor! Why the devil did you let her in here like that? And without a sack o'er her head!
She has the leaden ring, Elder.
A gift from a king.
From Demavend, lassie, I ken that already. Trust a man, give him something of value, and he'll go and give it away as easy as a street whore gives away nubs. It's a good thing he didn't pawn it. Sons of humans.
I'm not accustomed to interruptions. Listen to my plea, I beg you. I don't want to sound like a fucking wuss either. Shit, there was a letter about this guy, right? I don't remember what it said about him. I'll go for being a pussy.
I've travelled far to see you. Hear me out, I beg you.
Let it be my loss. Go on, heave her away.
Nilfgaard has overrun my realms. It has overrun Edirn. The Blackclads are at the foot of Mahakam. They will seek to overrun your land sooner or later as well. We must act. We must react together, while there is still time.
Time? What do you ken of time, lass? Got how many summers to you? 40, maybe? Had you grown up amongst dwarven folk, at your age you'd be learning to crochet dolls. No more than that. I've seen 400 summers come and go. And I've been elder for 200. And you know what I've learned in that time? That meddling in your idiot scraps doesn't ever bring any good. Now, on a normal day, I'd have you all thrown clear out of this land I love. But you've the leaden ring, and that grants you the right to hospitality. And here, in Mahakam, laws and rights are sacred. You may stay in the pass long as you wish. Young Zigrin'll serve as your guide. And once you've tired of the mountains, well, you ken the way down into the valleys. I bid you farewell.
My Lord Elder, with all due respect, we came to your aid. We smote the beasts with you, yet...
And who the demons is this one?
Count Reynard Odo.
Ho-ho! Odo, Lodo, Bodo! Now, you listen and listen well. We didn't ask for aid, and you know why? 'Cause I've my dignity. Not like some. Mates and wenches! Spring cleaning's done, beast culling's over. Mount Carbon beckons us home. Follow me!
Your Grace, be not dismayed. We will find a way.
Yes, we will.
Manage we shall, true. Though damned if I know how. We have none other to whom we can turn, no other land where we can flee.
Let us convene in council, Your Grace. Consider together what's to be done. We've yet Redania, Temeria...
Your Grace, might I draw you aside a wee moment, for a jabber?
Reynard, please excuse me. Well, what is it you want?
I ken the Elder-in-Chief didn't make a good first impression.
And the second? Is it any better?
To be quite frank, no. I'll try elsewise. Not all's lost, trust me. Breuver's a stubborn goat, no doubt about it. But a goat to be persuaded. And I happen to ken how.
Do tell, consider me all ears. You seek to aid me. Why? Yeah, why do you want to aid me, friend?
The selfless impulse to help. I don't believe it exists. So before you describe how you aim to aid me, be kind enough to explain why you wish to do so. Unsolicited, mind you, and clearly against your elder's wishes.
A query of my own to answer yours. Do you ken when BROUVER HOOG last strode down the mountains into your lowlands?
I know not. While King Sambuc sat on the throne?
Point of fact, never. Hoog was born here and he'll die here, like most Mahakam and dwarves. Whereas I'm a frequent visitor in your human lands. Been an emissary to royal courts, trade guilds, mummers, troops, and I've eyes. I can see all the rubbish goes on between yous. Nilfgaard's insatiable. The Black Clads'll not stop till they've put the whole continent neath their boot. From off here in the south to the Dragon Mountains in the north. Gods forbid they grip all the Nordlings' realms in their vice. 'Cause then we'll have their hordes all round, controlling all the trade routes, supply lines, diversions even. And then they'll control terms and prices. Ooh. We dwarves have never been on a lead, let alone a short one. So, in short, we'll all be better off with the Black Clads back across the Yaruga. And I've seen your grace. Seen you in battle. You've brawn and bite, and with the right support, you can drive them back. I ken that well.
Alright, tell me then.
Very well, I'm all ears. What must we do to spur BROUVER HOOG to aid us?
I might start with the thorn in our side that are beasts. A bigger thorn than most expect. See, in our never-ending search for gold, we dug deep, too deep, and reached abysses where monsters are born, or however they come to be.
Oh, well, so this is straight up out of Lord of the Rings then, isn't it? The whole fucking... The dwarves of Moria dug too deep. Or dug deep too deep. When they dug so deep, they awakened the Balrog who'd been asleep for however long, etc., etc. Anyway.
Soon as it turns a bit warmer, they crawl out to feed. And there's more every year. What you saw there, the spring cleaning, that's just light yearly upkeep. It dinna go at the source of the blight. Every spring we cull enough so we can live and trade and mine normal-like. But there are corridors in the upper valleys midst the peaks, where more lie waiting to pounce. So many, there's settlements that have done been abandoned.
I still fail to see how this relates to myself and BROUVER.
Your Majesty, slay the beasts down to their last, and you'll win the hearts of the clans. All of them. And with the clans behind you, why, the Elder'll have no choice. He'll bend an ear, treat you serious. You got two sites through which beasts swarm in great numbers. There's Davor's Abyss, and an abandoned underground settlement called Burr's Rump. Destroy those, collapse the corridors, problem solved.
Why hasn't BROUVER tended to the matter?
You colour the solution as simple and known. Why has BROUVER HOOG not gone at the matter?
Ha! You must learn one thing about us dwarves of Mahakam. Customs, traditions, why, we're obsessed. Goes thrice for BROUVER. The Elder deliberates weeks on end. And that's in considering if we shouldn't wear suspenders, 'cause they might be through outside, and should thus be forbidden. We've a set of laws, the Four Dwarves Codex. One of its tenets says, dare ye not close a corridor once oped. So, no self-respecting dwarf can nor will do it. But you're free out with. The laws dinna apply. You've a free hand in sealing the corridors from which the beasts come. Collapse them, flood them, I dinna ken, but solve the grief once and for all.
And this, 'twould suffice.
I believe it would. But find you other ways to win the heart of a clan or BROUVER himself. Do so. Can he bring no harm?
All this sounds rather toilsome, yet... I do favour this to losing another moon seeking out a court where we would at first be welcomed, only later to hear another rebuke. You've my gratitude, Gabor. You've shown me a way. Very well. Let us think on these beasts. See what's to be done.
Wow. Alright then. What is this? What's this then, I? Dear guest, to make your stay in Mahakam a merry one that doesn't end with you rolling down a cliff in a barrel, do us all a favor and stick to these rules. Written by me, Elder-in-Chief, BROUVER HOOG. Don't go sticking your nose in others' affairs. You fondle it, you buy it. Don't question our laws. Get out as quick as you can. Don't bother me. Alright. Now there was a thing about him, I believe. Okay, there you go. Extremely difficult negotiation partner. Tiresome to get him to sit down to talks. Definitely worrying to convince him to make even minor compromises. Only values good of Mahakam and its inhabitants. Appeals to anything. Okay. So... yeah, that doesn't really help us particularly in this case. It's not like I made the wrong decision on one of those conversation options or anything. Okay, well that'll be that for now, I think. That was a lot of conversation this episode, but there it is. Let me see if there's any loot actually from this fight. There's indeed. Pick that up and then we'll end the episode there. Thank you all very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Have a good day.
I've come to the conclusion your Elder-in-Chief is not fond of guests.
Fond? That's near the quarter of it. He hates them with seething passion. But you're damned lucky.
Why's that?
Let you in, didn't he? Mahakam was cordoned off completely from the outside world for many a long year. Clans finally forced Breuver to at least let in peddlers and emissaries. Though he dragged his feet as long as he could.
Right.
Quiet, wench. Or you'll scare the fish off. Crevens, Trout was already nipping at the bait. Then you came along and frightened it off. Duvel Scheiss! Duvel Scheiss!
Oh, I like that one.
Duvel Scheiss!
One more time.
Duvel Scheiss!
Alright. Okay, yeah, as I said, that's going to be the end of the episode, so I'll leave it here. Thank you guys for watching, hope you enjoyed, have a good day, and goodbye.